All right, so let's talk about face is king. What does that mean? That means when I'm using these boxes, what you gotta understand is I'm gonna react to this face in different ways, okay? If my face is wide open here, there's a lot of players that are gonna do a whole bunch of different things. So if I went up to the top and my face was wide open, a lot of players are actually gonna keep this thing in front of them and slow down and square it up, and they're gonna hit this front box, okay? They're not gonna wanna turn through it. If you had a face that's wide open and you rotate through it, that ball's going dead right, okay? So there's always gonna be some slow down. So the thing is, if you look at another type of player, I see this all the time. A player, whether they start the face open, they have a lot of extension in the wrist here, what they end up doing is they leave their arm behind and they get into this position. Leaving your arm behind or getting yourself into this position is a squaring mechanism, okay? So when I watch a player start to leave the arm behind here, that's just giving them time to square it up. If you look at Jim Furyk, his arm goes out, it goes behind him. His arm is more internal, and that face is where? Very square. If his arm went in front here, external, this being external, this being internal, that face would be wide open. So he'd need to have some added flexion in order to square that up without slowing down. So understand that people are gonna react to the face. So if you are a player who keeps getting their arms stuck behind them, it's most likely you have to. Your setup's either off and you're stuck here, or the face is wide open and you're slowing down and squaring this up, okay? So if that's you, I've got a few drills, but I want you to understand how important that is. So you watch a player who has a very shut face, whether it's shut at address or whether they have a lot of flexion or they have a strong grip or a combination of all, you're gonna see the arm want to creep more in front, okay? More like DJ, okay? You see DJ's arm is much more in front, okay? That's not only external, but it's into adduction. Adduction means closer to my midline. So they're moving in this position. So if you ask somebody to copy DJ with an open face, they would shank it all day or block it right, okay? So if you're that player who's trying to look more like DJ and your face is wide open, you gotta understand face is king, okay? So if you're hitting this box back here and trying to square it up, but now all of a sudden you're trying to get it in front and you're shanking it, it's because of one or two or three things. Either your setup's off and you're sucking your butt in, you're not turning and you're getting your arm behind, or you're actually using this as a squaring mechanism, okay? So if this face is more shut, your arm's gonna wanna get back in front. So just make sure you check your club face, and a good reference point would get the face more square to the back line. Now understand, as I do that, I took this back, that square to my back line, or a little closed. If I came in and I got this thing back external, this thing's gonna be open, so I'm gonna have to add more lead wrist bowing or flexion, and that's gonna allow me to keep turning through the shot. If not, I get here, I'm gonna have to slow down and stand up to square the face up, okay? So face is king, so when you're using this thing, if you slow down and you're trying to square it up and you see your arm hitting back here, make sure you check your face first.